was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
And when they dropping off all that drip free, you know you got power. They try to throw the whole bag at me. Oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. Okay, I got power. I said, put in the hours.
Look at you. Face down on the floor. I told you. You don't have power.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Karl Anthony Towns.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. Cole Anthony is out there with Bridges, and it's Towns in at the center position. And for Detroit, guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. I got clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
Now, here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Rebound by the Magic. Now, Banchero. Now, here's Anthony. It's tipped. Anthony against Cunningham. Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Duran. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Ivy. Fires away from outside. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And Bray, you look at Detroit from a raw talent perspective, they're loading up well.
Absolutely. They're pretty well balanced between what they give you on the perimeter and some of the interior force that these guys could play with, adding pieces each year in the draft, and now it's about fitting those pieces together. They have a very bright future, capable of scoring from a lot of levels. When you guard Cade Cunningham, you're going to have to make a choice. This time they chose wrong.
Now here's Anthony. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Duran. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Magic, Towns. Karl Anthony Towns, 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Passes to Duran. The feed to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Bagley punishing the defense.
Here's Anthony. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And finished off by Banchero.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Oh, here's on his numbers. He's averaging about 6.5 points a game. That 3 off the mark. The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick. Now, their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
During the pass to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer Bagley. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Bagley's got 5.
Well, Bagley knows how important an outside shot is for today's big, and he knocks one down.
The pass to Banchero. Out to Anthony. From deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Good. He's got 6. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Bogdanovich with a screen on Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Cunningham.
Total focus from Bogdanovich on that shot, ready to fire off the feet.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. We're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
So for the Pistons, Joe Harris is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Burks comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Monte Morris subbed in for Cade Cunningham. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mo Wagner comes in for Banchero. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Franz Wagner. And it's Russell in for Anthony. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Russell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Bitadze. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Morris passes to Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Russell against Morris. Lets it go from 14. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Yeah, he looked too comfortable as Russell got into a nice rhythm from the mid-range.
Now, here's Burks. He's covered closely with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And Burks hits 2 free throws. The Magic have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell dishes to Towns. Batadze the pass to Russell. Detroit with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very
Off the glass.
What a dime by Morris, showing he's willing to share the ball.
From downtown, and Wiseman sends it back. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Now returning on the floor for your Pistons, number 31, Joe Harris.
Russell fires away from way outside. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they...
The previous play is under review.
Let's get off in time.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The Magic trail by 4. Monte Morris is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Harris in at the 4 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Russell passes to Batadze. And that one, good. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some. Some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
on the free throw. No good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. After this one, Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And this is why Suggs was a top 5 pick. Jalen's got tremendous playmaking ability.
Cunningham. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Russell passes to Oubre. Pass to Towns. Over Harris. And it's Towns missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Towns. He's got 8. And that one, good. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Time now.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons brought in Monty Williams to guide this team from the bottom. He said, I like those challenges, the process of building, seeing players get better, and understanding what it's like to navigate crunch time situations. For me to be able to come in now, it's part of this restoration. Kevin, Monty has plenty of work ahead.
Indeed he does, David. Thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Harris. And Ivy subbed in for Burks.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
Now, here's Suggs. He has yet to score. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. And then on Thursday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And stolen by Russell. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Pistons.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that.
Now here's Bagley. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Cunningham's shot is off. The Magic have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Caro outside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Russell against Morris. Cunningham sets a screen for Morris. Looking for Cunningham, and he gets it there. Yep, that one goes in there.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Detroit. Bogdanovich comes in for Cunningham. Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Mikal Bridges comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Anthony. 5 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Towns down low. 8 points. 6. Pulls it up. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Morris kicks to Ivy. Back to Morris. To the inside. Ivy with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anthony. Passes it to Towns. Shoots over Duren. Towns, no luck. Pistons leading by 4. Morris outside. Wagner against Bogdanovich. Off on the layup. The Magic on 5 away from 4 in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Anthony finds Towns. Back to Anthony. The pass to Wagner. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ivy against Bridges. Outside Bogdanovich. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. And a switcher also for Orlando. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. .40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bagley with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now, here's Bridges. No scoring in this one. They now take the lead. And the Magic lead by 1.
And how about the footwork and body positioning of Banchero makes him so tough to guard down low.
Anthony against Cunningham. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 15 points.
Yeah, Cade, hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pistons ahead. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. We were just in the green room watching this game. What was your highlight of the first half?
I really like those wins. Oh, You talking about the game or the wings? Anyway, I like the wings we had in the back.
Yeah, I like the hummus. The hummus was pretty good.
That sauce was on point.
Ooh, yes, it was.
You know, I actually was talking about the game. Why's it always got to be about food with you two? Shifting focus. How about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
You could tell they love energy.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. The forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero.
Fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Orlando shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Anthony. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. The three. Another three for Detroit.
Such a creative player. I love watching Ivy do his thing in the pick and roll.
So it's Orlando now. It's a three-point game. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Banchero. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Goes back up. Duran pulls it in. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Cunningham. And he drives in. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges finds Anthony. Fires from 14. Good on the jump shot. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. The kick out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Bridges with the steal. And up the court come the Magic. Break. Here's Wagner. Again, the Magic score.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Detroit's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot.
Usually
is how I can help the Pistons win. Guys, they are assembling some real talent on that team.
Oh, they are. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Size and touch is one thing, but you add that mobility that Bagley has. That's a great job in the pick and roll.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Orlando making a change here. Russell's checked in.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Towns? And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's our league's most efficient three-point shooters. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball play in the first quarter. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They lead by 1.
And with Marvin Bagley III, Brent, it just feels
that second chance, maybe this opportunity for Marvin Bagley is going to be the one where we can show that talent. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Bagley dishes to Cunningham. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's
from Cade, and just shows you his confidence is growing in attacking the heart of any defense.
On the pass to Bridges. Over Bogdanovich. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Bridges. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Ivy passes to Cunningham.
2 minutes.
Carroll grabs the board. The Magic trail by 3. Outside Anthony. Russell passes to Bridges. Van Carroll lays it up off the glass. Van Carroll's got 9.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Different look here for Detroit. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. And also making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Wagner's subbed in for Van Carroll. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Bogdanovich. Detroit, no good that time either.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Wagner. Anthony on the wing. Ivy defending. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges a screen on Ivy. And Detroit's gone 1, 2, 3 yards. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 5 points now this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Count that one.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Morris kicks to Ivy. Wiseman sets a screen for Ivy.
And there should be tons of trips to the free throw line for Wiseman. So tough to stop inside.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
James Wiseman, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Wiseman. A different look here for Detroit. Joe Harris is checked in for Bagley. Alec Burks comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Cunningham in for Jaden Ivey. And a switcher also for Orlando. Suggs is checked in. No good on the second free throw. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell against Morris. There's Wagner with the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Bridges, right side. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 3-point Magic lead.
Just so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up.
Oh, he got it to go.
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Detroit's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. We've got Wiseman. Joe Harris is out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Cunningham in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now, here's Burks. He sinks the 11-footer. For the Pistons. Orlando trailing here. Oubre passes to Bitadze. They set the screen to the paint. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Burks finds Wiseman. And here's Morris for 3. Can't hit that one. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Suggs. Offline with his 3. The Pistons shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Harris, good.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. You can't leave someone wide open on this team.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Towns dishes to Russell, shoots the 3. Burks pulls it in. The dish to Morris. Harris passes to Cunningham. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Russell dishes to Towns. Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now here's Wiseman. He feeds it to Morris. And he lays it straight in. Morris has got his first basket. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
The Magic decide to talk it over.
Here we go, fans. Time to begin. Everybody, it's the Pistons Hype Squad.
Different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Bagley comes in for Joe Harris. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And Ivey's subbed in for Monte Morris. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Kelly Oubre. Mikal Bridges checked in for Suggs. And Anthony subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Anthony. Banchero. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And the Magic lead by 1.
And you need guys who can make tough shots. And Banchero fills that role.
He's getting another bucket right there.
And the team counting on Cade. He comes through.
Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Cunningham against Anthony. Towns, a screen on Bagley. Banchero passes to Towns. It's tipped. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Ivey with a screen for Cunningham. Shoots from the line, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Rotating well and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Now here's Cunningham to the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Cole Anthony.
And Cunningham is used to having the spotlight on him, taking on the chance to come up big for his team.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And a great opportunity for Cade Cunningham stepping to the line to try to seal this one.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
See the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and hard work and the proper focus. This guy is capable of big, big things.
Now here's Towns to the right side. Bridges passes to Wagner. On the shot. Here's Ben Carroll. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, that mid-range just a little bit off on that one.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here, the Magic decide to talk. They trail by 7. 1:01 left in the fourth. Here's Bridges. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! Cunningham. 18 feet out. And that one swishes right in. Cunningham's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Towns looking around. Bagley with the rebound. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Bagley sets a screen for Ivy. Bagley with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Cunningham with it. And And so it's Detroit with the W. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Alders, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.